So a pretty awesome camera was just announced today. This is June 12th, earlier in the AM as you see recording time. It's a Panasonic camera, and once again, they are contributing to the 4K resolution video market. Now, I know this isn't the GH4, but is this the little baby, cousin? Is this the second child? Is the big brother the Panasonic Lumix GH4? How about this Panasonic Lumix DMC-FZ1000? Pretty damn awesome. This is exciting for me, not just from a photography side, but from a video side as well. As I said, I do have a video background, and as I said, Panasonic is murdering the video market in regards to 4K. Now, a lot of you guys don't have any need for 4K. I don't even have a need for 4K resolution. There's 2K resolution, but a lot of you guys might not understand all that right now, but that will be the way of the future. It will be in DSLRs very, very soon. So it's going to be standard commonplace. So one of the biggest things about this, as I said, is that they're using this more in a compact form. It's only $897. The issue is they're trying to use this more in the consumer market. Now, what do I mean is they have the GH4, which is their baby, their GH3s, GH2s. That is the staple for Panasonic in regards to the SLR market type of place where they are murdering in the film industry. That goes for like $2,000 to almost $3,000. Plus, you need some lenses, unless you can get some adapters. But this is really your all-in-one. This is your. I don't want to say this is a point and shoot because for $900, it's not a point and shoot, and it is a little bulkier, but this awesome announcement is great. I wish the pricing was a little better. As you see, it's expected in July. I even tried checking on their website for more information. They don't have anything on there exactly, so this is on B&H, but it's great. It's 20 megapixels on a MOS sensor. I love the fact that it's like a glass, like a lens. It's fixed, but obviously when you optically zoom, it'll go from 25 millimeters to 400 millimeters, and it's an f2.8 to f4. Once again, yeah, it's not the quality of a 70-200 or blah 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 blah, but pretty damn awesome when you get an f4, even if it is maybe electrical, at the 400 mark, and that's great. And going back to the video side, you get your your tilted screen. That's very controversial to people, but it's a typical 3-inch. It has built-in Wi-Fi, and it does do 4K video at 30 frames per second, and that's awesome. It's not just like 24 or 25 point whatever. So that's a great thing. But on the video side, there is a cool thing. At 1080p, so at full HD quality right now, you could do 60 frames a second and 120 frames per second. So you want that awesome slow-mo, that detail, that awesome look, you could do that at full HD. Typically, it's been rounded out to about 60 frames per second in most cameras. But even going down to 720p, which is still, high definition, you could do 240 frames a second, and that's awesome. Just mind you, when you're doing more frames a second, you're going to need a little bit more light. And speaking of that, the ISO is improved into this thing. They're really starting to kind of integrate their brand and the parts that they're using. So it has some of the GH4 features. That's why I'm calling this kind of the baby brother. So yes, the price tag's a little expensive. It is. So I don't understand if they're trying to market for consumers. But it's there. I think it is for the more prosumer market. Someone just looking to throw something in the bag, not having all the extra lenses where you got to swap them out if you have the GH4, the GH3 brand. So once again, good Leica glass. And the cool thing is they are saying that this is a macro lens as well. You can focus up to 1.2 inches, and that's pretty close. That is that's not that bad. Awesome thing, they have 50 frames per second. Yes, I said that, but that's in regards to their electrical shutter. If you're just using the regular shutter, I think you can obviously choose between the options. As my mic falls, you could do 12 frames per second, which is still pretty darn fast. And I think it said 7 if you're doing continuous autofocus, so that's an awesome thing. They have the beefed up image stabilization. I think they call it optical stabilization. Hybrid OIS 5-axis image stabilization or whatever. It's great. I do trust Panasonic stuff. I've seen it before. Once again, I've worked with the GH2 and the GH3 in a freelance market, and holy hell, amazing, and the options that you can get. Cool things that they also add, as you can kind of see. Let's see if we can look at some of the photos here. Pop-up flash, whatever. They do actually have a hot shoe, as you can see right here on top of the camera. So as you can see, boom, you could put in a mic, you could put in some form of flash or video light. So that's great. It comes remote, and as I said, it is Wi-Fi capable. Let's look at some of the stuff here. Great, awesome, and it looks like it will be a regular viewfinder. And it does look simplistic. It's kind of has that, I'm not going to say like a look, but it's that Lumia look that it's got. It's very simplistic. It looks that it's going to be well, and I actually might get hands-on with this, as I've heard about this just a little bit ago. But that is the Panasonic Lumix DMC-FZ1000. Really, really great camera. It's going to hit the market well. I actually think it'll sell pretty well because it's not $3,000. It's not $2,000. Even $1,500, it's about $900. I guess if it was around the $750 range, it would be a little more reasonable for what it's trying to offer. Maybe this is just going to test the market for a little bit. But what do you guys think? You're getting 4K resolution for under $1,000, and I think that this will be a pretty awesome thing. So, yes, this is a video camera, but I think it'll still do great in regards to photography and the stills, especially with the focal length and the low light capability that this will have. Would I use it on a wedding? Probably not, on a professional range. But for video, I don't know. It might be very, very tempting. I would love to see how the bokeh looks and how shallow the depth of field can get, because those are really tough, outside of extreme DSLRs. So we shall see. I wanted to let you guys know about this. So once again, Panasonic is killing the market. And here's the baby brother to the GH4.